The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Fielded about a yard deep. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And now running right through it. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Todd Gurley, his 9th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Broncos nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line. Here we go. Watch the action.
Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Throwing on third down, here's Rudolph. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Let's go. Let's go. First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready. To go on the last one, give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. 2nd down and inches. And his throw is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll set up a throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now with Pumphrey. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
A pass there complete to Sutton. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They'll run here with Pumphrey. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. On the run, it's Pumphrey. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Safety's creeping. Check it back, check it back. Hey, watch it, watch it. Ready?
They'll run for it with Pumphrey. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10 at their own 11. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Rudolph Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down. These two teams all tied after one. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Rudolph looking to throw. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside, not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
On 2nd and 9, Rudolph, and he slings one that's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Well, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And out across midfield down to the 45. That good for 22 and a first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hey, Echo. Ready?
He'll look to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They run with Pumphrey. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
That's what I'm
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Now a handoff looking right, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now they try the right side here. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Hey, rock it.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. Past the 20. Escapes the defender. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Boswell for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Watch the run. Tight go. Shoot.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll try and run for it. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they burn here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin Bush in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Down. 15, Lonnie. 15 line.
Two times.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
This is the tight end fan. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, exit.
55,
He'll drop to throw. Left side here, that's the tight end fan. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now they try the right side here. Oh, he's got some breathing room. will score. A big play there. His third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point from McManus is good, and the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here's Rudolph. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 33 yards that time. Now Gurley. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
We go! Santusa! Greystone, travel.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Ready?
Stay with your man. Watch out, watch out. Tie it right, tie it right.
Back to throw, Rudolph. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Jared Cook. Incomplete. 3rd down and goal at the 9-yard line.
6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point now by Boswell. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down, 4 down.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike, 55. Check, 55.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He completes this to Sutton. The 30, 10, 5, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys have now moved out in front. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Now McManus on to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They try right side here. Gurley. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Man left. We got 4.
Now Rudolph. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, some credit there to A.J. Green because he's so tough to cover. Sometimes he causes those penalties.
And he's one of the more difficult guys to cover in the NFL because of his ability to do just about anything on a route. Hard to do. Creates a lot of pass interference calls.
Ready? 60 outlaw. Ready?
Gurley again here on 1st down. And some room to maneuver. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 36 yards on the play. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Watch 2. I got one. 90 is the mic. Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Big edge.
Topper. 5.
On 2nd and goal, Rudolph. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. Rudolph looking to throw it. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Double dog. That's the way.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end. Third down here. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
They'll look to throw here. This is Fant on the short completion. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Now a handoff working right. He's got a first down past the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. 83 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good, and the lead now up to 14.
Next to score, Broncos 31, Steelers 21.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Draymond Jones. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Rudolph now to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now it's Rudolph off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Set. 70. Indy.
Check tight. Check tight. Check nickel.
Ready.
Now they try the right side here. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run again with Pumphrey. And he's into the clear. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there. 34 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check 24, check 24.
Play action. It's Rudolph. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. K1 short. Picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And bulldozing through multiple tackles. There he goes, right side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, I'm just not sure what more we can say about him after that one.
But we're certainly going to give it a try, aren't we? Because I believe we're watching greatness personified. It has not mattered all game long where they've handed him the football. He's taken it and found the end zone. He is so locked into that so-called zone, I don't think they're going to get him out of it in this one.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
Let's make these big. Let's go.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here we go. It's Gurley. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it. They got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And this will be caught at the 30. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play.